everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Micro Machine item, and this is the Chewbacca playset head. This is the Chewbacca Endor version, and this is part of the Micro Machines line from the 90s. This is a Galoob product, and they did a whole wave of these Micro Machines heads. They did playsets, they did Action Fleet later on, so not all of them are heads, but then my favorite ones are the ones that are scenes within heads because it's portable. If you think about it as like a little kid, you can take it with you. I mean, if you play with it in the car, you're going to lose it forever probably, but you can take it with you and then you can unpack it and it's like a little world inside. So the concept to me has always been really cool. Chewbacca is my favorite character, so this is actually one that I have been looking for a long time. I have seen it in the past, like years and years ago, but they're just actually not that cheap. So at the time, I think I ended up, I don't remember if I got something else or I just had to pass on everything altogether. But yeah, pretty cool. This kid looks mega wigged out by this. He's like, ooh, for this Chewbacca, which is actually really funny. Just the edit on it is odd to me. But I like that you get this nice colored drawn picture of Endor. That's one thing that I love about old packaging is the illustrations. Nowadays, everything's just made on the computer or it's a real life image. And I really like this really nice art. Like, I don't know who drew it, but it's very nice. And then on the back, you get basically an opened up version of the bigger picture of what's here, just so that you can see what you're buying, which is really cool. You have the wave on the bottom, Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, C-3PO, R2-D2. The only one out of that wave I have is C-3PO. And then you get some other play sets. Looks like Tatooine, Dagobah, Ice Planet Hoth, Death Star, and Endor. So these are non-head sets, and I do have Hoth. And then, of course, you do get a little window at the tiny characters you're getting, because that might be important when you're looking for a playset, you know, back then, if you had the characters or not, or some of them or whatnot. So, anyways, that's basically it. I think I paid for this and the really big Chewbacca I showed in my haul. I paid $45 for both of them, so that's pretty fair. Anyways, let's go ahead, I guess, and get them opened up. I'm going to have to switch the camera around again like I did for the last review because it just works way better that way, so stay tuned. I will open it up, though. Alright, guys, we're going to put this set together, so strap in, enjoy the opening, and prepare to be amazed. All right, so we finally have it out of the package. Pretty easy, not too bad. So let's go ahead and put the instructions, take the instructions and put them together. So I finally got this thing set up, and there's a couple of problems just right off the bat with it, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and review the playset, and then I will review the head in terms of like how it looks and stuff, and then I'll review the characters once I pull them back out. But I did want to show you the features since I do have it set up right now. So you do have this cool log, and you can move it up and down, and it can like trip what looks like, and I'm just referring over here to the instructions, it looks like it can trip up the Biker Scout. You're supposed to actually pull this thing back. This dude flies. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And it's actually a really cool thing because he spins in the center, so it lets him like, you know, mess up. I guess he's supposed to initially like hit it. So hold on just a second. I'll get it reset. So he goes, yeah. And then it like knocks over the thing and it's supposed to send him crazy. Anyways, that's actually a really fun feature. I like that. You do get a little ATST, which doesn't stand over for the life of it. Never will. Never ever will it stand up correctly. So you just have to accept that. I have a couple other Micro Machines versions and they never stand. Their feet are just too small and they're too top heavy. Chewbacca was in the back here. He doesn't have a specific spot to do anything on other than he can stand and you can play with him. You do get an Ewok, which is really cute, on his little wings here. Back here we have the, looks like a driver, and there's a little play feature here where on the back, if you press this button, the trap will fall on him. So let's see if we can recreate that. I'll show you from the side angle here. didn't work, but in theory it works. So I do appreciate that. There's also another button on the side to make Wicket come in and out. He can hide and then pop out for an ambush. You want to be careful as you have him in there because he's hooked on and he can fall out and we can have a repeated Jabba the Hutt. I think he's in pretty good. So you can have him pop in and out. So that's actually really cool. I like that. And you just remove him. And then upstairs here we have C-3PO. And it's weird to me because the instructions are showing that he's floating, but I don't know how to make him do that. There's nothing on here that would make him float. No part of his, he has no holes and no studs. So I am not sure how he would stand. You can kind of go back in here and back in here a little bit. I do like the bridge, and this is the contraption for the net, which is a little bit hard to like connect together. So I'll take off these guys so we can talk about the play set other than the play features. I like the greenery. So I like the grass here, the little spurts of bush mixed with the ground. It's not very foresty, but I guess they can only do so much in a set that like folds up together. The background sticker is really nice. I like that quite a bit. I think it looks really good. I do like the little sculpted in bridge. It's a little bit hard to move around in for adult hands, but maybe little kids would be easier. My biggest complaint, honestly, that I have with this set is how deep set this back part is. It's not flush with this, and that is because of the hinge that comes with it. So like when you have, for example, the driver or the AT-AT driver standing up here, he's not only sloping downward, but you just can't get in there very well. And I mean, credit to them, they painted bushes all the way around to help keep the scene. And I'm glad that they're not stickers. We've seen, you know, our modern micro machines, we don't have them anymore, but when we did back in 2015, they didn't paint any of the scenery. It was really disappointing. But part of what makes this awkward is the way this hinge is done. It is a hinge that goes up and down, and I guess it's to compensate with Chewbacca's face laying on the ground. This one might have been better if he opened in half, like C-3PO's face opened up. I don't know, because you kind of needed the height for the tree houses, so they did the best they could, and I understand that. The play features are kind of a hit and miss, except for this one. This one is so fun to me. This one is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Literally, this is so fun. Like, this is an awesome, very functional, works every single time play feature. You can just, that is so fun to me. So that's actually a great one. So it hinges up and closes, and then you have to snap it in. Chewbacca looks not the best. It is what it is. He's looks a little bit Planet of the Apes to me. His eyes are potentially, I think, too small. It is okay. This was from 1995. This was the year I was born. It looks okay. It's not the best head sculpt ever. It's not the best one by far. And then in order to open it up, you kind of got to lift up the hinge, like pull up by his eyes, and then just kind of pry it out. It's not the easiest one to actually get undone. I don't like it very much in terms of the way it opens, but there's that. I did want to show you, you get the, you know, obviously the little cape or the tarp thingy, the net, that's what I'm going for. But I did want to show you the micro figures really quick. It'll focus in. Looks like you get the AT-ST driver, and he's pretty good detail. You get the AT-ST, which is small in comparison to the printed version in the back. But it's nice that you get one, even though he doesn't stand up. A peg on his foot would have been nice. C-3PO is probably my favorite. I love him in his little chair. He looks really good to me. These are so highly detailed for being so small. Just a level of quality we no longer see, unfortunately. Biker Scout is super cool. He is made to swivel or to come totally off. Maybe that I'm missing it. Maybe he's supposed to fly off his bike. He hasn't been. But it fits back in there like that. So that's actually really cool, but it does make him swivel, at least to the side. I bet he is supposed to fly off his bike. That would make total sense. Sorry, I'm not holding it in focus. I really like that though. He looks good. Super fun. And then the Ewok you get is super cute. He looks like he's carrying a rock and is about to fly over and drop it on somebody's head. Wicket looks nice. He's throwing some small rocks stuck to string. And then we have Chewbacca. And this isn't my favorite Chewbacca that Micro Machines has done, but I actually do like the different color patterns that they've done for his fur. They've tried to give him a little bit more texture. It seems opposite. He should be mostly this lighter brown color versus this reddish brown, and maybe just make reddish brown the highlights, but not complaining too hard there. It definitely is recognizable as Chewbacca. Very cute, lots of detail. So anyways, guys, that is basically this set. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you had this one ever. I'm always curious when people used to play with these. So it'll be a fun one to add into the collection. All right, joining the family there. Thank you guys. Oops, got caught. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more. Got him coming. Bye guys.